84% of small businesses owners indicated that they are feeling optimistic about the future of their companies.
According to smallbizgenius.net.
Okay, so this is Dawn with Research Shows, and I'm sitting here with my baby boy who is 12. His name is Umar Williams. He is our executive producer and our operations manager. And yes, I gave a 12-year-old that title. But we were sitting here talking.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We're about to have a quick commercial break. Hello to all my food truck owners. Wouldn't it be great for your clients to know each and every time that you're coming? It would save a lot of time and save a lot of gas money. So just come on in and check out what we're doing for food truck owners. Stop losing money unnecessarily. The package comes with free alert cards that you will give to your clients that will match your specific food truck. Also, your clients will get text and email alerts. So go ahead and text us at 240-516-6922 for inquiries. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video. Please make sure to like and share. This commercial is brought to you by the Research Departments, theresearchdepartments.com. Now back to our interview with Umar.
We were sitting here talking, and it's something that's intriguing to me when I see something in people and they don't see it in themselves. So, me personally, Umar, I feel like that you are, it's still recording. I feel as though you are a entrepreneur, and I'll say why. Because it scares people when I say this to them, just like it scared my 12-year-old. I feel like you lose respect for people with authority. Like, I'm talking about once they have proven themselves to be incompetent, right?
Right.
And you, it's like it's like an anger, and then you just totally just flat out can't stand them after that, right?
Don't want nothing to do with them.
Exactly. You're good with deadlines, correct? Like, you held me to this deadline 5 p.m. You bummed me out, and I just felt Allah just speak to my soul and say, you told that child 5 o'clock, and you better stick to this 5 o'clock deadline that you told this child. So you're good with deadlines, correct?
Right.
Like, it's like something go off in your head. You know, at this time I'm supposed to be doing X, Y, Z, right?
Right.
And those two things are extremely important in regards to being an entrepreneur and me being, 20 years in. So I know I've said this to you multiple times, and you just be like, no, right?
Right.
And I want you to speak on why do you reject it?
Well, why I actually reject to be an entrepreneur entrepreneur is basically someone who works for themselves and makes their own job. So one, my mom is an entrepreneur who does hair. She does hair, and she has this small mini shop that's actually looking really good. She has all these snacks and just a normal shop with hair, and people are there, and there's TV and stuff. Now, the first thing I'm actually scared about is finding a place. Mm-hmm. Now, finding a place, there's about lots of rooms where people could just look in, and I actually like my privacy. So finding a place, it kind of scares me. Two, finding all of this stuff to actually put in the shop, in that small shop, that scared me. And plus, that's a lot of money, I can imagine.
Those are the two biggest hurdles for you. So what if I told you that before I even got the shop, right, I already had the brand. You understand what brand means?
Yes.
It had nothing to do with the physical location. It's the fact that people knew who Dawn Michelle was and they wanted to come to Don Michelle. You see what I'm saying?
So basically, everywhere you go is basically the salon.
Exactly. And that didn't hit me until after I left that lunatic shop. We shall not say her name. But when I left the first location, it was overwhelming. And I remember I was honestly embarrassed because I didn't know how to explain to people that this psycho had turned off the air conditioner in the middle of a heat wave, and I didn't know what she was going to do. I couldn't explain that to people. But when I talked to your father, and then he's like, do you have any money saved? I'm like, no. He was like, well, what are you doing? And so then I just was thinking it was lower, right? Because I'm still thinking stupidity.
Right.
And I said, I didn't want to go to the little room because I didn't want the image of I had to downsize. But that's not a failure. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because the brand Don Michelle Salon is Dawn. It has nothing to do where it was located. I don't care if I moved to having it in a van. If I moved to having it in this house, it's still the brand. Because people are looking for Dawn to do their hair. Even if I lose that shop today and I got to go to somebody else's shop and be in somebody's chair renting a booth, that's my booth. And it's still going to have the website. And I'm still going to have the Facebook page. And I'm still going to have my curling irons. And I'm still going to be doing hair. You see how I go? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yep.
So the stuff, that part of your apprehension, it comes with time. So I start out with the $500 your father paid when you was a baby for me to be in a shop. Like, that was it. That was a whole nother story. But he paid $500, right?
Right.
For like curling irons, all that. And I had a booth. I still got that stuff. So with time, I take the money that I earn from doing hair and then buy more stuff that's needed. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a way of thinking that is not taught to people. You're learning it because of me. And my reasoning for you, do you know why I'm an entrepreneur? Do you know the story?
Because you hate working for people?
No. I was younger than you. And your grandmother and grandfather, I remember every morning they got up and went to work together. And they always used to talk. And it was like, that was their bonding time in the morning time. And I used to hear them every morning. And they'll talk about political events and all different kind of stuff. But I just remember them both despising their supervisors. And it was, and not just that, but just the whole dynamic of getting up and this and that, you know. And I said, Daddy, what does it mean when you work for yourself? When you don't, when your boss is you. That's why I said, what does it mean when you don't have a boss? He said, oh, that means that you're an entrepreneur. And I said, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. And then by the time I was 12, your age, I said, I'm going to be a hairstylist. Because you're still an entrepreneur. It just categorizes it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, you just found your passion. It's important that when you're an entrepreneur to do your passion. Your passion that we didn't even know what your passion was. We couldn't figure out what your hobby was.
What is it?
Designing. Isn't it?
Designing what?
Remember you did the videos and, for Soleil and all this,
Mm-hmm.
and you found that you had a passion for it, right?
Right.
And now you're finding your second passion, which is in organization, and you're sending out emails and stuff on my behalf. And you actually are enjoying it, correct?
Right.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
So, did I help ease your concern a little bit about being an entrepreneur? Did I give you a different perspective?
Yes, you did give me a whole different perspective.
Well, alhamdulillah, I feel special. I done gave Mr. Umar Rain. Umar is like an old man, y'all. He about 70 years old in a 12-year-old body. So this is a compliment to me. I have actually made you feel better about.
Okay, we're going to take this second commercial break and we'll be right back.
Very interesting how, I guess, the slave masters back then, even with free slaves, if they saw black people that were free, they would, chain them up or whatever and take them down south.
50% of all small businesses are operated from home.
In 5 years, I'll be 26.
Right.
So I can definitely see myself embarking on like a world tour and just meeting people who love my music all over the world. That's definitely a goal of mine.
82% of businesses fail do so because of cash flow problems.
A lot of people who have been in the military from the time they graduated high school up until age 35, 40 never had a civilian career. That's where I come in and help them.
Brought to you by Research Shows Podcast, diditmakeyousmile.com. Now back to our interview with Umar.
I have actually made you feel better about, what being an entrepreneur means. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Wait. Okay, so hold on.
For you, more so.
Let's say, okay, so I'm actually thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, but I don't really know what I want to be as an entrepreneur.
And right, and that's fine. You're only 12. It's grown-ups who don't know. But I think that, in my opinion, it's best to do something that you're passionate about, right?
So this stuff we was just doing?
Yeah, and then you as you grow older, you'll find other things you're passionate about. You might find you're passionate about fixing cars. You're passionate about I don't know. But you're only 12. I knew at 12 what I was passionate about. It excited me to do hair. I loved walking in the hair salon. I remember Mr. Tucker was just talking about that. We was on a call. He was complaining about the smell in hair salons. I love the smell of hair salon. A black hair salon, when you walk in, you could smell the Marcel irons. You know them little heavy curling irons I use? Mm-hmm. You could smell them when you walk in. I used to be like, oh, when I get older, I want to be a hairdresser. I used to love the hairdresser having bracelets and the jingle of the bangles while she's washing my hair. I used to love the process of getting the shampoo. I loved the whole process. And my mother didn't take me a whole lot to the hairdresser, but because we was doing our own hair. But when I did go, my mother know how to do her own hair. But when I did go, it was like, this is what I want to be. This is what I wanted to be. And the only time I've ever deviated from it is because somebody else talked me out of it. And you don't have that kind of mother. I'm not talking you out of it. I'm like, I could see something that you can't even see in yourself. Just like daddy could see stuff in me I couldn't see in myself.
Right.
So I know you trust what I'm saying. A whole lot of adults trust what I'm saying. When I be like, don't you see you already in business for yourself? You already in business for yourself, Umar. When you did that video, it was for free. That lady loved it. She posted it to her profile. It's on her profile right now. Yes. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're freaking, at that time you was 11 when you did it. You helped edit that video. Now you employee of the month, okay? Umar, employee of the month, honey. All right?
Mm-hmm.
So I help ease your concern?
Yes.
All right. Well, that concludes our episode, and we are finishing with what's the name of your business?
Umar Rain Productions.
Umar Rain Productions, honey. Yes, and he came up with that name himself, right?
Yep.
All right.
If you would like to be a guest on Research Shows, please head on over to diditmakeyousmile.com and fill out our online form. We look forward to hearing from you.